Quality, affordable housing is the very breath of life, fueling a family's hopes and dreams. More than just a roof over one's head, affordable housing enables a family to move towards stability and self-determination. This is the mission of the DC Housing Authority.
The DC Housing Authority is actually one of the largest agencies here in the city, and we house families, we empower people, and we build communities.
The opportunity makes me feel wonderful and privileged because where I was, it was not safe. It was not a safe area for me to raise my children. It wasn't a safe place for them.
When we house families, we have 8,000 public housing units here in the District of Columbia in every single ward. We house also almost 12,000 voucher participants through a program that we call the Housing Choice Voucher Program. Altogether, we have 50,000 lives that we take care of on a regular basis, and that makes me proud, and we try very hard to do the right thing every day as their housing administrator.
As the district's largest landlord and one of the largest developers in the metro area, DCHA is an independent district agency with an 11-member board which oversees the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development's $300 million and the District Council's nearly $22 million annual allocation to supplement rent for low-income individuals, seniors, families, and those with physical challenges.
We began the first Girl Scout troop in public housing here in DC. Just recently the girls were here selling cookies, and it filled my heart. It was very exciting. Most of the families that we serve have some type of social need. Not everyone, but a lot of families do. And so what we are trying to do is to create a system where we can help families get access to services, to the different types of substance abuse issues that they're trying to deal with, get access to job training, and to help their kids as well so that they can actually improve their lives. I can't improve someone's life. Someone has to choose to improve their life. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that we remove the barriers that they feel they may have or that they may really have from trying to move to the next level. One example of that I'm very proud of is we also had a fatherhood initiative where we tried to bring fathers and their children together where ordinarily they would not have been able to have that kind of communication, because we know the research has shown that children without their fathers, the input of their fathers, the love of their fathers are impacted by that.
Stability begins at home, and having a healthy living environment is at the forefront of DCHA's housing facilities.
As a resident leader of DC Housing Authority's Citywide Advisory Board, we're trying to combat the health disparities of our residents throughout Washington. It's important that we have a health resident survey. It's the first kind that has ever been done here in D.C. We're doing this survey with a lot of great people such as United Medical Care Center as well as DC Cancer Consortium and Department of Health.
DCHA's 800 employees serve the affordable housing needs of 50,000 District of Columbia residents by managing 48 sites. In addition, DCHA helps to fuel the district's economy and spend more than $150 million per year with private landlords in the district. One of the ways DCHA is helping families to move from poverty towards self-sufficiency is the program which requires DCHA contractors to hire public housing residents.
I've been in public housing for 4 years. It's a good place. It's a good environment. I'm a person that was looking for work, and I heard about the Section 3 program, which, as I've been working here for 2 weeks, is a good program for a lot of people if they know about it. I went through a couple of classes. I met good people like Mr. Baker, and he guided me through.
DCHA spends upwards of $20 million on capital improvements each year. And with the implementation of the $61 million stimulus grant, funding from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the agency has been able to continue expanding, upgrading, and greening affordable housing in the district. The agency's vision is to improve the living conditions at each of their 45 communities. This will require collaboration with private partners, other government agencies, and residents themselves. This is why the HUD Neighborhood Choice Planning Grant awarded to DCHA is so important. DCHA is working to empower people to improve their lives. DCHA has leveraged more than $181 million in HUD grants into more than $2 billion in economic development throughout the city. Without the public and private partnerships which DCHA's formed to spur the redevelopment of decaying public housing developments, such as Ellen Wilson in Capitol Hill, Fred Douglass and Stanton dwellings in Ward 8, and Capper Carrollsburg in Southeast, there's little chance that the district would have had the expansion of Capitol Hill to Barracks Row, the Ward 8 Giant by Henson Ridge, or the blooming of business and residential developments by the Navy Yard Southeast Waterfront and National Stadium.
We have 7 Hope 6 grants, and now we've been designated as a choice. In addition to that, we've been developing almost $2 billion worth of economic development here in the city. A number of different sites are in our portfolio. Gibson, St. Martin's. We have investments at Canal Park and the new Howard Theater, which we're very excited about. And that's just because the Housing Authority, we are everywhere. Places that most people don't think we are, because part of our mandate and our true mission is to try to make sure that the rich diversity that this city has is maintained at an economic level. We are the one agency that is able to help low-income families stay housed here in D.C.
But more than the bricks and mortar, DCHA provides the housing and programs that help to end generational poverty, one family at a time.